My name is Brian Tucker. Some of y'all might know me as B Tuck, and you're watching Comedy Insights. Who was the first person to take me on the road? Chris Set It Off Jones. Smoke took me on the road, man. I'm talking about, well, I don't know. I was driving the car. So I think I really kind of took him on the road, but it was his show. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really kind of a part of comedy. If you got a car and you funny, you can get some shows on the road, man. But if you ain't got no car, you barely gonna make it out here. Too many folks don't make it without no car. Only like Spencer Neal, he's the only comedian that I know without a car that actually made it doing comedy. But between Chris Jones, he took me on the road to do some shows. And the first person who actually took me on a run to do like a week or so worth of shows, Marcus Combs. Rest in peace to Marcus Combs, man. I've never been in a car longer with an individual, well, a comedian, than Marcus Combs. We rode all the way to Philadelphia together. We did shows in Baltimore, D.C. We went to Baltimore twice. He showed me how to hit the road, get some money, sell some merchandise, you know. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to Chris Jones and Marcus Combs. Those are the two comics who actually took me on the road. My favorite place to perform, anywhere where people listening. And I really like intimate spots. I love performing in front of 4,000-5,000 people, but man, I'll take those 5 people. I'll take those 10 people real quick, because it makes me appreciate it more. And it's like, dude, I know I be doing shows for 5,000 people, but let me talk to these 10 people real quick. Let me see how y'all feel. It's more personal. Now I can go around the room and I can talk to everybody around the room, dissect what they going through, and it's like, it's real, bro. It's real, because everything is not glitz and glamour. Everything is not what you see in these movies, bro. Comedy is a grind, and people don't see the grind. This ain't what people see. People might see me post up, oh yeah, I was at a show last night, 400-500 people. They so proud of me, man. Be proud of me that I just performed in front of these 10 people. Because it's a lot of people who be like, man, I ain't gonna go up tonight. It ain't nobody in there. It is people in there. Them folks done bought they hookah, bought they chicken wings. These folks on a date. You know what I'm saying? So my favorite spots to perform comedy is definitely small environments. I love large crowds, but it's really them small environments, the coffee shops, the little basements of restaurants, and you know what I'm saying? Just the intimacy where real people exist. The first place I did stand up was at Island Breeze. I think it's in East Atlanta Village. I don't even know if this spot's still open no more. But it wasn't actually a comedy show. It was like a variety show. And one of my dudes I went to high school with, Jacarius Howes, he's a very talented R&B singer. He had a variety show, and he invited me to it. He was like, yeah, Tuck, I want you to come through and talk about some of that stuff you be saying on Facebook. I said, like, you want me to tell jokes? He said, yeah, man, just come through. So I wrote some material, and I didn't use none of the material. I was just freestyle the whole time, and it worked. I was like, man, I like this. I can do this, man. That's the first time I got on stage at Island Breeze in East Atlanta Village. My favorite city to perform in, I like Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville shows a lot of love, bro. Black, white, blue, all kinds of people. College, military, and like the reaction I get from the crowd, man, they love me in Tennessee. They always embrace me. They buy all my merchandise. They like to take pictures with me. They try to get me to kiss their babies and all of that stuff. They be inviting me to their house. Let's go fishing. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's a good vibe in Nashville. I love Nashville. Another city I love, too, is Birmingham, Alabama. I like going to Birmingham with them country ass folks. Boy, them folks country as hell. Especially like that Stardome in Hoover. Man, them some real folk. They come to laugh. They be loud. If you ever want to record a special, go to Birmingham or I go to Nashville, man. I love them cities. Maybe I'm just country like that. LA cool too now. See, you asking about favorite cities, man. I done been all across this country. I like LA because they're like, ha, ha. They laugh at anything. Boy, I can go in there and drop this water bottle on the ground. Look at that water bottle. And they going to bust out laughing. But I'm still going to go with Birmingham and Nashville. Who was the first comedian I saw live? Huh. That's a great question. I'm trying to put it in the dynamics of it. I went to a show when I was in school at Middle Georgia College. It was some comedians there, but I don't exactly remember who the comedian was, but they was ripping. You know what I'm saying? That show, and I went to Uptown. Before I started doing comedy, I went to Uptown like on a Sunday. I don't remember everybody that was there. I know Shawty was hosting, but I remember Rob Hayes. Rob Hayes was there. He was working on comedy, and he got this one joke I'll never forget. He said, if you got one person, if you got one people, it's person. But if somebody else come with you, it's people. I forgot exactly how this joke go, but Rob Hayes was funny. And like, when I came to Uptown and I was like, I seen them do their thing, it's not the shit on nobody there, but I said, I could do that. If that's what a comedian is, I could do that. Cause they weren't like blown away. It wasn't blown away hilarious to me. Cause I'm already a critical thinker already. I'm thinking different. I'm not thinking like the crowd. I'm already thinking set up, premise, punchline. You feel me? Cause you gotta think about it. Where I learned to do comedy at, where I learned comedy, Kings of Comedy. So like my level of how funny somebody is like all the way up here, bro. Cause the first thing I was listening to was all the way up here. And like them niggas was like right up in here. That's still good. You know what I'm saying? Cause we talking about Kings of Comedy. At this point in time, this is the highest platform of comedy. This is over Def Jam, cause Def Jam already went by. Comic View already happened. You know what I'm saying? So now Kings of Comedy. All the comedians were trying to get on Kings of Comedy. That's where I was at. So I'm at Uptown looking at folks work on comedy. I was like, they like right here now. And I'm still down here at that point in time, but I'm like, man, bro, I can do it, bro. I can do that. If that's what being a comedian is, coming on stage, doing 5-7 minutes worth of jokes, I can do that. I thought it was 40 minutes. What's my favorite comedy special? Kings of Comedy. I'm going to go with Kings of Comedy. I'm going to go with Eddie Murphy Raw. And I'm going to go with Dave Chappelle, Killing Them Softly. Those are my top three. Kevin Hart wasn't seriously funny. Was a grown little man.